What was the outcome of the case? It's been, the last hearing was, I think, in January.
In November.
In November.
Yeah.
And what's the update now?
As of today, we pointed out the anomalies. Justice Salio sir is here, so we pointed out the anomalies, and the expert committee which was constituted on 14th November, that has been interimly stayed by the division bench, Guwahati High Court. So now the court was of the view that if, as the expert committee has been stayed, and to come to the outcome of this writ petition, the expert committee report is very vital, because the court is not a subject expert. Neither are we to say anything about the anomalies. So the anomalies which we have pointed out, that has to be examined by the subject expert. Then only anything the court can say anything about the anomalies, that the court can whether admit it or not. That has to be based on the findings of the expert committee. But that has been stayed. So that is why additional advocate general will be appearing tomorrow, and then let's see what he has to say about the matter, and then based on his submissions and further submissions, and then we'll argue at large, at stretch, and then then the case will be decided on the merits. And then
what is the RGU was the vice chancellor was responsible, right? So he was supposed to head the committee.
Yeah, he was supposed to constitute a committee member, a 5-member committee, who will further appoint 70 subject experts, because each subject, the anomalies which have been pointed out in each of the subjects, requires at least 3 of the subject experts to get a better conclusion, to get a non-biased report. So for that, 5 members expert committee was constituted by the single bench, and then 5 members committee will further appoint 70 subject experts who will give their submissions, who will give their findings, and as way of subject expert report.
But sir, I think they had given around 40 days. How many days was
it?
The
45 days were given from 14th November. After 3 days when the documents has to be submitted to them. But as the expert committee has been stayed by the division bench, so nothing has been done on that part yet.
Okay,
so that has been stayed.
So sir, what can we expect tomorrow, since the Advocate General is also going to come?
It is very hard to say what Advocate General has to say, because Advocate General will have to say his own words, and he'll be somewhat saying something, because this have been pending since 2017, and further there are more vacancies which have been lined up. So what Advocate General has to say, we'll have to look forward to it tomorrow morning only.
Can you update us about the outcome of the hearing today?
Hearing, basically, I think the judge was quite convinced with whatever happened, and it was going in our favor, and commission hardly had anything to answer. But it all depends on tomorrow's, because the AG's Advocate General is coming. So it depends upon the government and the pressure from the government, if it works or not, because we have been on the other side, we have been waiting and waiting. It's been very long, and government knows, but if they want to do it, they can do it, but it all depends upon them. We are trying our best. We are fighting a legal battle for very long, so everyone knows it. So I hope the government considers our prayer, and let's see what judgment comes tomorrow.
And what about the candidates, who wanted the results to be declared for the mains?
I think for them, I want to say that it will create more chaos, because even in the Assam case, they were even on a training basis, but they were called up after all the things happened. So it's more better for everyone. Just let's see what the result comes out of the court, and then we'll look into the matter for them.